I just want you to be yourself. I'm no different from no one else. I don't need just a body alone. I want love to fill my soul. Please don't stumble along.
Let's celebrate the next 40 years as an opportunity to work together. Hopefully 40 years from now, they will be celebrating something that we did to make the world a better place.
We're to make sure everybody gets it, why we're here.
Most people think Title IX is just about sports. In reality, Title IX specifically states that all government-funded institutions must provide equality in education programs and activities. So that means an equal education, and sports falls under activities. Title IX opened the door for girls and women in athletics, but of greater importance, it enabled girls to enter colleges and major in STEM programs. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Today, 25% of college students that are majoring in STEM programs are women. Title IX was a huge influence. There was a scholarship, Women in Engineering. If I hadn't have gotten that scholarship, I would have never gone to college. I would have never gotten that degree.
Yes, I was the first female football player in the city of San Diego. And that was quite the experience. Previously, women were not allowed to participate in contact sports. Just like in the, women used to be thought to not be able to handle running a marathon, a lot of men thought that women couldn't handle being pushed around a little bit. Well, that's not true. I was lucky enough, because of Title IX, to have a school that had waivers to allow female athletes into college, just like waivers that are given to male top athletes. And my head coach said, I have this one waiver. We can bypass your academics and get you in, but you have to hit the books and study hard while you're here. And I did that. And while I was at UC Santa Barbara, I learned that I actually had a love of learning. And I still played soccer, but I wanted to learn. And I wanted to take my love of crime novels and become a lawyer. And it was through the opportunity that Title IX gave me by getting me into college that I was able to shape and say, okay, yes, I want to go to law school, and yes, I can do it.
I'm so excited to be here and talk about one of my favorite subjects in the whole wide world, Title IX in women's athletics. My shock when I went to high school and they said, women are the inferior sex. I go, what? I can't buy that. And so from that moment on, I realized that life is going to be a little bit of struggle for women. We need an advocacy program for women. When I was at Colorado State, the women really rallied around me. At San Diego State, they didn't. And I see that happening today. There is a real loss and a disconnect for women reaching out to help women up. And I would really like to have any advice or any help that any of you have along those lines, because we really need to do that. And I want to end with one more thing. I want to end with a Native American saying, and that is, dreams are like wild horses. They must run free. And you must know, follow your dream. You've got to have that dream, you've got to have that vision, and you can make it happen. Thank you.
What did Title IX do for me? I grew up in Southern California, competed in track and field all through high school, and went to a junior college and had an opportunity to go to a 4-year school. I went up to UCSB in Santa Barbara, and it was a great opportunity, and if it hadn't been for Title IX and the track scholarship I got, I would have never gone there. I would have never finished the degrees I finished, which were business and physiology. And today, 30 some odd years later, I'm working for a Fortune 20 company and leading over $1 billion in sales on an annual basis with the sales team that I have. And, so why is Title IX important to all of you here? Here's what's real important. 62% of the current college graduates are women. 70% of the physicians going into pharmacy school are women. How could that happen if they weren't given the same opportunities as men. And this is really not about getting more, it's getting the same. Title IX doesn't just mean something for women. If you're a father out there and you have a daughter, this ought to mean a lot to you. If you have a daughter, do you want them to have the same opportunities as your son or a man? I think you do, and that's why this is important, and we have to continue to support women in athletics and having women just be given an equal chance. So,
through the years, we've got Title IX, we've made incredible advances that you heard about already. Sometimes I'm talking with young women and they say, well, I'd like to help, but I'm not sure there's anything big left to do. So 2014 in Sochi, Russia, for the first time, will be a women's ski jump event, which is great. That's right, but we gotta hang on to it then. Another point would be canoe. Even though there have been men's canoe races in the Olympic program since the beginning of the modern games, no women's canoe. So they're trying to push right now to try to get into Rio 2016. If it's not 2016, it'll have to be 2020 or whenever, but no one stops. All of us that have been involved in the Title IX work through all these years never give up the ship.
And I not only made the Olympic team as a freshman in high school, I made the Olympic team as an Oceanside pirate freshman in high school. That's it. You're in a magical place. And that magic starts when we're young. And it started for me in high school. And the things I learned there in high school sports are the things that kept magic going in my life. And if you can touch someone in your life with something special, and gals, it's right there as a cheerleader, it's like as a dancer, it's as a parent, it's as a Marine. Anything that you do to move people in your world makes the world a better place. And one of the things I learned to become great was that you had to love what you do. Because if you don't love it, you can't practice it hard enough. And if you're blessed to fall in love with sports and movement, you have an opportunity to change the world. But let me tell you, if you fall in love with that thing and you have a passion to do it, you have to have a structure behind you. And that's what Title IX gave women. They gave us a structure. Now, there was no Title IX when I started. I ran with my dad. My dad, the great Al Gilbert at Maricosta College, the coach there that took Maricosta to 6 back-to-back cross-country state champions, was my dad, and he taught me right out there on that beach. And I ran sprints in the sand and loved it. But then came Title IX, and there was a structure. And someone said, we will come. And we will build something for you to be part of. And all of a sudden, there were colleges that wanted me to come to compete for them. There were track meets that had officials. Don Franken, who helped put this event on today, was part of that as a high school student himself when he was promoting indoor track and field meets and brought women to those meets. And before Don was there, let me tell you my story. I was competing at the San Diego indoor meet. Some of you may remember where they ran around on the boards. The men won color televisions. The women won a carnation. And then Don came, and he and his dad said it's not right, and women get the same prizes that men did. It was a baby step, but it came on. Now, in order to have success, you have to love what you do, you have to have a structure behind you, and you have to realize you cannot do it alone. And Title IX said, we will build it, you will benefit from it, and our nation has grown because of it. Look at what women are contributing, not only just in the field of womanness, but in the field of our entire nation. Men, women, children. How many of your great teachers aren't women? How many are men? How many of our Marines are men and women? We do it as a team together because we have a structure in this nation that allows us to do it. And we cannot forget that Title IX was a government action. And we are blessed to be in a country that has freedoms to create laws that benefit all of our people. Men, women, gay, black, white, Hispanic, young, old, and it started at Oeanside High School where I learned to love them all because every single one of those kind of people are there.
I have come to understand the depth of gratitude I owe to the women who have gone before me to allow me to be where I am today. To stand here among so many incredible women, I cannot help but feel a great deal of pride and emotion. Because of Title IX, I am able to make a difference. I have been afforded the equal opportunities that I might not have otherwise had in education. I am able to make a difference every day in my community through the skills and knowledge I acquired in college and in dental school. Through my interaction with my patients, most of whom are young, I hope to encourage good health, nutrition and fitness, and inspire other young people, especially women, to become educated individuals who can accomplish their dreams without limitations. Ella Wheeler Wilcox, an early American poet, said, "Always continue to climb. It is possible for you to do whatever you choose if you first get to know who you are and are willing to work with a power that is greater than yourself to do it." Thank you.
I don't need just a body to